Archaeologists in Egypt made a groundbreaking discovery that
in the sands of Sakara, Egypt, a mesmerizing discovery has emerged. Over 59 ancient coffins, untouched for 2,500 years. Unearthed in 2020, these coffins provide a captivating glimpse into the Ptolemaic dynasty era, revealing not only well-preserved mummies, but also a portal to the rich history and beliefs of ancient Egypt. Join us as we unravel the secrets hidden within these enigmatic coffins and explore the fascinating story they tell about a civilization lost in time. An ancient coffin that has been buried for over 4,000 years is discovered. A group of ancient coffins emerges from the sands of Egypt, untouched for centuries. This incredible discovery has left scientists and history buffs amazed. Archaeologists have found 13 wooden coffins in the ancient Egyptian necropolis of Sakara. The coffins, some with mummies inside, were displayed in a makeshift exhibit at the feet of the famed step pyramid of Djoser at Sakara. The discovery dates back to the Ptolemaic dynasty that ruled Egypt for some 300 years, from around 320 BC to about 30 BC. The items date back to the late period, 664 to 332 BC. The find at the famed necropolis is the latest in a series of archaeological discoveries in Egypt. We are talking about something really cool. More than 59 old coffins just sitting quietly for an unbelievable 2,500 years. I think it's the biggest discovery of the 21st century. And guess what? No one knew about it until now. All this amazing stuff happened in 2020 at Sakara, this really old burial place in the heart of Egypt. What's even cooler is that these coffins are from a super ancient time called the Ptolemaic dynasty, which lasted from 320 BC to 30 BC. It's like a peek into a time when Egypt had lots of problems, political fights, other countries getting involved, and money troubles. But guess what? Even with all that chaos, Egypt still had this awesome time of great art and smart thinking. These tombs aren't just artifacts. The unearthing of these sarcophagi isn't merely a discovery. It's a portal to understanding a civilization that has intrigued and mystified the world for centuries. Let's transport ourselves back to the era when these enigmatic mummies existed. Back in ancient Egypt, things were really changing. There were big shifts in power, and a lot of political problems were happening. But you know what's interesting? The later part of the Ptolemaic era wasn't just about political fights. It was like a rebirth of culture. During this time, Egyptian literature and art were booming. They decorated everything with these special writings called hieroglyphics, and they even tried out new ways of writing, like Demotic and Coptic. Artists were on fire, creating amazing sculptures, colorful paintings, and fancy jewelry. The vibe of this exciting period can still be felt in the detailed designs on the recently found coffins and their cool artifacts. For a really long time, these coffins kept their secrets hidden. It wasn't just about discovering them. The real excitement came when 2 of them were opened for the first time. This historic moment happened at the step pyramid of Djoser in Sakara, and a bunch of people gathered, totally amazed. An old mummy, dressed up in fancy clothes covered in colorful pictures and writing, was shown to the world. But it wasn't just something nice to look at. Thanks to modern technology like live scanning and immediate X-rays, they uncovered the secrets that were hidden in time. The experts confirmed that the mummy was real, not just some old thing. And they even found out who the guy was. He lived about 2,500 years ago. He was a regular-sized, healthy dude, but we still don't know why he passed away. This cool moment, where they X-rayed an Egyptian coffin for everyone to see, got people all around the world excited. The buzz kept going at a conference in October where they dramatically opened another coffin on stage, and the audience went wild with excitement. But with all the excitement, there were still questions lingering. Who were these people laid to rest in those uncovered holes? By looking at the mummies' fancy decorations and how they were buried, scientists figured out they were important folks from way back when, giving us a peek into a part of Egypt's interesting history. So this discovery of ancient mummies is pretty awesome. They found this mummy all dressed up in fancy coffins, covered in Egyptian art. And guess what? The crossed arms were a big deal, showing that this person was super important back in the day. But it's not just about looking fancy. Egypt has always been a go-to place for people who love history, And in 2020, they found 2 really old coffins in Sakara. This ancient burial site near Memphis, Sakara, has been a resting place for a really long time, going back to 3100 BCE. Think pyramids and tombs, the whole deal. One of the standout spots, the Pyramid of Djoser, is a real architectural gem that set the stage for those famous pyramids we know today. Egypt's history is like an ongoing storybook. Every new discovery, like these coffins, adds another page to this incredible tale of a civilization lost in time. Sakara isn't just a spot on the map in Egypt, it's a doorway to ancient Egyptian beliefs. Centuries ago, they worshipped a deity strongly connected to mummification and the afterlife. And you know what's fascinating? Right there in Sakara, there's an actual temple devoted to Soar. It's like a window into their world, revealing their civilization beliefs, art, and customs. Sakara got UNESCO recognition as a World Heritage Site in 1979, joining the renowned Pyramids of Giza. But the recent discovery wasn't a quick event. It started slowly with 13 coffins, and more kept appearing weeks later from deep 40-feet shafts. These coffins were stacked on top of one another, and there's a possibility of more hidden treasures waiting to be discovered. Unlocking the mysteries of ancient Egypt is always an enthralling journey, and the recent discovery of well-preserved mummies is nothing short of astonishing. Mustafa Wari, the Secretary General of Antiquities, couldn't contain his excitement, proclaiming, "Egypt has always been awe-inspiring." And indeed, he is correct. The way they preserved their departed is unmatched, with over 146 sealed sarcophagi unearthed in just 2 years in Sakara alone, revealing a treasure trove of ancient secrets. Among these finds is the oldest mummy, a historical marvel dating back 4,300 years, discovered near the Step Pyramid of Sakara. Imagine the significance. This mummy stands as the most complete and ancient ever found in Egypt, carefully hidden in a 49-feet shaft within a tomb from the Old Kingdom. Zahi Hawass, the expert leading this groundbreaking expedition, is rewriting the narrative of history. They stumbled upon Hakashi, adorned in gold and snug in a stone box, meticulously prepared for the journey to the afterlife. And here's something fascinating. A prominent figure from the 5th dynasty had his own elaborately preserved coffin, signifying his high status among the nobility during Pharaoh Unus's reign. Then there's the enigmatic secret keeper, a high-ranking individual from the palace recently unearthed. Just envision the influence this person wielded, orchestrating sacred rituals of great importance. The revelations within Pharaoh Pepe I's pyramid complex shed light on remarkable ancient figures, priests, judges, and revered individuals from a bygone era. It's akin to illuminating Egypt's meticulously preserved mummies, illustrating the profound belief this civilization held in a life beyond our earthly existence. What makes these discoveries remarkable isn't just their unearthing, it's the exquisite decoration of these ancient treasures. The Egyptians displayed unparalleled skill in crafting awe-inspiring designs on the coffins, cradling these impeccably preserved remains, adorned with gold and painted with meticulous care. These tombs serve as eloquent testaments to a culture that not only cherished life, but also held profound beliefs about what awaited in the afterlife. So why did the ancient Egyptians invest such effort in preserving the bodies of the departed? It all boils down to their beliefs about life after death. Mummification for them wasn't merely a means of safeguarding a body. It was a sacred ritual intricately linked to the journey beyond our earthly existence. They firmly believed that post-mortem, the soul, known as the BA, continued its existence, embarking on an eternal voyage through the skies. Mummification played a vital role in guiding the soul through the journey after death, according to ancient Egyptian beliefs. They held that preserving the body provided a dwelling for the BA in the afterlife. This intricate process, which included meticulous steps like drying the body and storing organs, reflected their profound respect for the departed. Interestingly, mummification wasn't exclusive to the wealthy. It was accessible to everyone. This mirrored their conviction that eternal life wasn't a privilege reserved for a select few, but a destiny for all. Beyond the act of preserving bodies, mummification symbolized their unwavering beliefs in life after death and their curiosity about what lay beyond. In ancient Egypt, the afterlife wasn't perceived as an end, but rather as a new beginning, a journey where the soul encountered challenges in a realm beyond our own. They envisioned traversing an underworld fraught with perils, guided by deities like Anubis. Ultimately, the soul underwent judgment for a place in paradise, dependent on the purity of their heart. If the heart harbored too many wrongdoings, a creature named Amit, with features resembling a mix of crocodile, lion, and hippopotamus, was believed to devour the soul. The Egyptians envisioned an idyllic afterlife in the field of reeds known as Auu. This was a realm of abundance where the soul could partake in farming, hunting, and feasting, as vividly depicted in colorful tomb paintings. The reunion with their life force, known as Ka, ensured eternal happiness. For the Egyptians, belief in the afterlife wasn't just a religious concept. It significantly influenced how they lived and organized funerals. Keeping the bodies of both people and animals preserved gives us a fascinating look into how the ancient Egyptians lived. In ancient Egypt, animals were not just regular creatures. They were considered special and connected to their gods. For instance, cats were important and linked to Bastet, the goddess of childbirth and protection. Ibises were connected to Thoth, the god of wisdom, and crocodiles were associated with Sobek, the god of the Nile River and fertility. The Egyptians believed that by mummifying these special animals, they were honoring their gods and keeping their blessings alive. These mummified animals weren't just used in religious ceremonies. They were also gifts given in temples to show thanks and respect to the gods. The Egyptians thought that these mummies had a kind of spiritual power, acting as messengers between people and the gods. Pets were more than just animals. They were beloved members of Egyptian families. When a beloved pet passed away, mummification was a way to show love and respect, and ensure they could join their owners in the afterlife. It was a way of preserving their essence forever. Different animals had different meanings when they were mummified. For example, falcons might have been mummified because they were connected to falconry, and crocodiles might have been linked to special ceremonies. These traditions show how much the ancient Egyptians appreciated nature and the spiritual meaning they found in animals. Mummifying animals wasn't only a religious practice, it combined traditions, culture, and even economic aspects. It revealed the Egyptians' profound admiration for animals, their strong belief in life after death, and their dedication to caring for their loved ones in both this life and the next. In November 2019, a remarkable discovery emerged from the sands of history, echoing ancient Egyptian beliefs and revealing a treasure trove of mummified creatures. In a hidden chamber within an ancient burial complex dating back to Egypt's late era, archaeologists uncovered a fascinating collection of mummified animals. Cats, crocodiles, and cobras were among these esteemed guests. But the spotlight shone on the unprecedented discovery of 2 lion cubs. These little ones, just about 8 months old when they passed, hold a unique place in history as the first lion mummies ever found in Egypt. Lions, symbols of strength and royalty, took on a divine significance in ancient Egypt. Mummifying lion cubs wasn't just about preserving them. It was a way the Egyptians connected these majestic creatures to their profound beliefs about the afterlife. A diverse array of mummified animals provides insights into their beliefs. Cats, considered special companions of the goddess Bastet, and creatures like crocodiles and cobras, associated with gods, were meticulously preserved, symbolizing spiritual power. These preserved animals offer a glimpse into the ancient Egyptian mindset, emphasizing their profound value for the concept of life after death. In a recent announcement, Minister Khaled El-Anani revealed plans to transfer 2,500-year-old mummies and artifacts to Cairo's museums, including the Grand Egyptian Museum near the Pyramids of Giza. This sparked a debate on the ethics of displaying ancient remains, balancing respect for the deceased against the allure of tourism and historical significance. The move also resurrected age-old fears of curses linked to disturbing ancient tombs, despite limited scientific evidence. Thus discussions persist across cultures. Amidst these debates, scientists diligently delve into the mysteries encapsulated in these ancient remains, unraveling stories hidden within museum walls. Although these mummies and treasures now reside in Cairo's grand museums, their narrative isn't confined to the past. The ongoing exploration promises untold tales, reminding us that the mysteries of these artifacts are far from over. As the video unfolds, the anticipation for what the future holds in revealing more about this incredible find in Sakara grows. What are your thoughts on this astonishing discovery? Feel free to share your opinions below and join us in the excitement of unraveling further aspects of this ancient story. Stay tuned for upcoming discoveries that bridge the past with our contemporary world, connecting history in ways that continue to captivate our imagination.